Today's episode of the Girl Which Way podcast is brought to you by Ritzy Trinkets Jewelry and Accessories. Ritzy Trinkets is a Black woman-owned artisan jewelry and accessories company for the minimalist or maximalist boho soul. If you want handmade jewelry that you won't see everyone rocking, this is where it's at. Only a few of each piece is made to keep your look exclusive to you. Go to ritzytrinkets.com and grab something shiny. Make sure you tell them the Girl Which Way sent you. Hello and welcome to the Girl Which Way podcast, the show that exists because life is a journey, but you still need direction. Grab your girls and get ready because each episode will be talking about our real life issues, answering questions, and building solid relationships with one another as we heal and learn. I'm your host, your girl, Shalia Vinny. And today's show is for my savage girls. Can't nobody get you off your game or double cross you, and you've gone out of your way to keep it that way. I understand. But I want you to know that savage you carry like a badge of honor is going to cost you. Okay, sis, I see you. You got your nails done. You got your hair done. Body, okay, body. You at the gym. You handling those books. You taking trips. You collecting coins. Okay, sis, you really out here doing your thing. I mean, on the surface, you are that chick. The one that every girl want to be friends with and every guy want to hook up with. But you're not really fooling me because I told you, I see you. I want to unpack the baggage that you try to act like you're not carrying because you don't want to be vulnerable or look weak. You're a confident and strong woman, right? Okay, that's what you say. That's the story you're going to stick with. But here's the thing, sis. You've confused being confident and strong with being, okay, what's the other word for a female dog? I'm going to just leave it at that. I'm sorry, I am, but you know I'm going to speak to you with love. You stick your tongue out and you be like Megan, while you singing along to the song, all the while you're really not realizing how you have adapted this new persona. Your attitude is bad and you're not pleasant to be around anymore, sis. People would tell you, but you run everyone who isn't willing to deal with you away. Then you blame them for not being a true friend or man enough or jealous of you or never loving you to begin with. Baby, it's your attitude. I hate to be the one to break it to you, but your savage doesn't look as good on you as you think it does. Let's talk about it. I am and always have been intentional about me. How I carry myself, how I speak, how I talk, how I walk, and certainly what I speak over myself and the names I give to myself. With that being said, savage is not a term I'd use to describe myself, and I want you to think about it before you decide if that's who you want to continue to be. Have you ever actually thought about what savage really is? Let me give you some definitions. Number 1, of an animal or force of nature. Fierce, violent, uncontrolled. Number 2, cruel and vicious, aggressively hostile. Number 3, of something bad or negative, very, very severely negative. Number 4, a brutal or vicious person. Woo, okay. You better be careful what you call yourself. Aggressive, hostile, brutal, negative, and uncivilized. Sis, is this who you want to be? I mean, honestly, some of you are thinking, relax, Shalia, it's just a song. Is it though? Every time I see someone doing something just straight up mean, rude, or scandalous, there's a friend hyping her up saying, girl, you so savage, damn. Part of this issue is we've taken everything that's supposed to be bad and made it good. And I just feel like something that was supposed to be innocent, and I give y'all that. Like, I really think that this was supposed to be an innocent term, but now we've twisted it into the worst of ourselves. And most of us are actually proud of this. You can't use the term savage, your zodiac sign, your financial or sexual independence as an excuse to be an unnecessarily mean, loud, rude, foul-mouthed woman. It's not okay. I'm sorry, but it's not. You're going to need to get a grip on your attitude and rein it in, or it's going to cause catastrophic problems in your life. I mean, period. You come across as a heartless and careless person. It's like you can't even be bothered with anything real or anything that challenges you to come out of your comfort zone. It affects everyone close enough to touch you. Some of you yell and speak to your children like adults and like they on the streets or something, like they strangers. There's also those of you that hate men because of what a few bad apples that you chose, by the way, have done to you. You have issues with your own family members. Other women need to just steer clear of you, like at all costs, because you can't stand other women, even though you act like your sister friends. Sis, why are you so angry? You need to understand why the savage came to be if you intend on putting it back in its place. It all stems from your attitude. Attitude is due to your self-image or how you feel about yourself. The root of attitude is always self-image. And your self-image is created based on your past experiences, knowledge, tradition, family, and of course, society. You speak to your children that way because you have regrets. Not necessarily that you had them, but you regret not giving the life that you planned for them. You regret not being the person who you think would be best for them. You regret the relationship or lack thereof that you have with their fathers. Some of you are lashing out at your babies because you coping ineffectively and you're hurt. You don't even really hate men. You just hate the ones that you let your guard down for because they broke you, and now you carry the shame and hurt with you everywhere you go. You lost sight of love and the belief that you deserve it even because men have shown you that they're all the same. Your issues with your family members stem mostly from childhood trauma that you never addressed or had the time to heal from because while the family kept those secrets swept under the rug, you instead tucked them away inside of your unresolved fears. You don't even dislike other women. You just see them as everything that you're not. You compare yourself to them and you feel like you don't measure up. You're constantly side-eyeing other women and putting them down because it makes you feel better about who you are. If you got out from behind your insecurity, perhaps you could learn something from the very women you claim to hate. You're not so savage after all. See? Your persona, this tough girl exterior you've put out for the world is nothing more than a rapidly descending facade, a transparent mask with holes poked through it. I can see you. You are not fooling me, sis. Your attitude is a sum total of your experiences, but we have the power to choose our attitude despite our circumstances. I know you're not happy watching everyone else winning because I see those, God, it's me again, and those, Lord, I see what you're doing for others comments under happy social media posts all the time. Those people who are truly shining and happy learned how to get out of their own way. So tell me, what are you going to do? Today's episode of the Girl Which Way podcast is brought to you by Ritzy Trinkets Jewelry and Accessories. Ritzy Trinkets is a Black woman-owned artisan jewelry and accessories company for the minimalist or maximalist boho soul. If you want handmade jewelry that you won't see everyone rocking, this is where it's at. Only a few of each piece is made to keep your look exclusive to you. Go to ritzytrinkets.com and grab something shiny. Make sure you tell them the Girl Which Way sent you. So we've been talking about your attitude problems the whole show. And it wouldn't be like me to not give you any tips on how to adjust them. So if you really want to change, here are 5 ways to get your attitude in check. Number 1, give up grudges. You're going to have to let it go, babe. Those people, family, men, friends, exes, whoever they are out there, they're out there living their best lives. They're not even thinking about your old bitter self. They're loving, laughing, and living while you out here being spiteful and full of resentment. Today, you're going to reclaim what they stole from you, your peace. You take it back by forgiving them and letting it go. Whatever they did is done. And it's all good. No need to get even. The best way for you to get even is by succeeding on purpose. Number 2, be honest with yourself. If you're going to evolve, you're going to first have to recognize your starting point. Understand that you've got some issues and that you could stand to heal, but you need to own it. If you don't think anything is wrong, you won't feel the need to work on the healing. Number 3, be willing to change. Actually doing the work. You're going to need to actually do the work. You might have to face some ugly past and truth. You may need to have some deep conversations. You might need to cry. You're going to need to do the work. This is the time to give it everything you've got because you are everything you've got and you deserve to show up unpressed and truly healed. Number 4, practice being kind and less negative. Start with small acts of kindness. Tell attractive women that they're pretty. Give compliments. Give hugs. Learn to operate from a space of thankfulness. Be thankful for the little things. Hug your babies. Stop seeing the cup as half full and pay attention to how much love you can pour into it. Smile more. Love yourself. Give yourself the permission to love yourself exactly as you are today. Even if you want more, just love the person you are right now. Number 5, learn to listen. Be more accountable. Oh, listen. Open your eyes and open your heart. You've heard what some people have said about you. You know you haven't been the easiest person to live with. Stop deflecting and start listening. What good does it do for you to always shift things back to someone else? All of the, oh, but what about this? Or what could he or she have done? Or it's because of you. Or you don't know why. Or my side, I got my own side. Girl, own your ish. It's yours. You did that. You had a hand in whatever situation you found yourself in. Own your part and mean it. It's time to grow up and boss up. And boss babes earn their messes. They own it, like period. And they own their wins too. So hold the L, sit in it, let it marinate. Only then will you be free to catch a W. Negative attitudes and feelings of helplessness and hopelessness can create chronic stress, which upsets the body's hormonal balance. It depletes your brain of the chemicals required for you to be happy. And then it damages your immune system. Did you know that your lifespan is being shortened because you so stressed out and you so worried and you so angry? You could have a stroke or a heart attack. Stress kills. It's not just the older folks falling out and dying. As a nurse, trust me, I can tell you I have seen countless young people lose their battle with life and go out these ways. It's not worth it. It's time to let it go. To all of my sisters, I know that it seems harmless and like it doesn't matter, but I'm here to tell you that it does. Your savage attitude and your desire to feel nothing is hindering you from becoming great. It's unattractive and it's quite embarrassing for everyone involved. It's the best way to push away any real chances at love, success, and real happiness. It's the best way to find yourself alone. You are too good of a person to wind up alone. Drop your anger and claim your seat on the other side of your pain. It's better here. I love you. Today's show is brought to you by Ritzy Trinkets Artisan Jewelry. Please rate the show on your favorite streaming platform and share it with someone who you think needs to hear it, and then please ask them to do the same. Remember, good, better, best. Never let it rest. To your good is better, and your better is best. Until next time, your friend and motivator, Shalia. Bye.